Yeah.
I'll just type it in.
Then you can just go.
No, because it would be an early life.
Yeah. There you go, ethnicity.
He's probably born here, that's why he's...
Born in Arkansas after his family fled from South Vietnam.
Yeah, so he's just
Raised of his family in the coastal town of Rockport, Texas.
That wasn't a GI.
No.
He's just trying to escape, man.
Let me see him again.
Oh, this is a living father.
So we're both. I'm not sure if they couldn't be any more Asian.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so he's not even a halfie. He's full blown.
Yeah, he is. I was just making sure.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Vietnamese are tough people.
Yeah, Ho Nguyen and Tam Nguyen.
Yeah, Tam and
tough.
Yeah, Tam and Ho.
Ho was very popular.
Tam and Ho, it's gonna be.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
That's your one guy, though.
Yeah, that Vietnamese doesn't surprise me. Very tough people. Is there any other
Asians? Type in Asians in the NFL. Again, there was a kicker, but I think they let him go last year.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
Damn, Jim put in pure Asian.
Yeah, because, I don't know.
Even a splash, dude.
It's a racist.
Ed Lang.
I've never heard of him.
Tackle. He was the first full-blood Chinese player to be drafted in the NFL.
On it, starts from Mongolia.
Oh, this is old, though. This is old. John Lee in 1986.
They have to be cut out now because they're bigger now, more athletic, I would assume.
John Lee.
Just this. It says, yes, there has been Asian football players, but they've been extremely rare.
1986.
So John Lee, let me look at this dude first.
It's hard to compete with Samoans and giant white guys, black guys.
You don't have to compete with them, man.
Look at this guy. See, they let him play with long hair.
Is he still currently playing?
No, they were saying like old, right?
That was 1986, buddy.
It says 2010. He was a rookie. Typing current,
1986. I just said at all. There's none. There's only like those few. Let me see John Lee.
Dak Wynn's probably your flagship there.
He was a beast.
Yeah, really good.
All right, this guy. Wait, that's his name? No, this is
Jim's playing with one bar.
Yeah, Jim's doing a deep dive trying to find an Asian in the NFL. It's always a thing.
Yeah, he's a kicker, dude.
It's all good, baby. That was in 1986, dude.
Yeah. I say just of all time, pretty much.
Amazing.
It's tough.
Just a different thing. Any NFL football players from India has over 1 billion people.
There's no currently active NFL players.
There aren't. I don't think there are any.
No, I don't think there's. Did you type in Indian shit?
Now you got a lot of them. Polynesians. Yes. They're gonna think
Native American, I bet.
Yeah.
Let's see. Should I just type in East?
Nope.
Yeah. No Indian.
Yeah, there's none.
Only 2 players of Indian descent actually play in an NFL game. Ren and Chilar. Sanjay.
They were both not kickers, so that's...
Yeah, I think Sanjay probably... I don't know if they were pure Indian, but...
Well, what else you got, Jed? There's no Asians or Indians, guys. Did you really have to Google that?
I already knew that.
Yeah. We all knew that.
Just asking questions. Just asking questions.
That's a big Indian, dude.
Chiller's really good.
He's a stud.
Why did you bring him up?
Because he's half Indian, I think.
We're just asking chat.
All right, let's go to current events, man. Give me on this Indian and the NFL conversation.
Yeah, since we were on Hayden Panettiere, are you guys both familiar with this boat story?
On the what?
When she was on a boat, a yacht?
No.
And okay, so I'll play this. This is from Jay Shetty's podcast.
I looked at this part. When you write about this in the book, you write about a moment in your career where a friend of yours takes you onto a boat. You are led to a room which much as an older man in it, and then basically told to perform sexual acts, and
Oh yeah.
And when I read that, I'm like, oh gosh, like not only have you felt like you've had a really unsupported, upbringing, you're now with a friend in the industry and then ending up in a situation like this. Could you talk to me about what that moment does to your psyche when you're at that?
I mean, the fact that I was 18, even though I'd lived such a huge life and I thought I was so mature at 18, scientifically, our frontal lobes don't develop until we're, 26, 25, 26. So even though I felt like I could make healthy decisions, safe decisions, I wasn't capable of being fully aware of what was going on around me, and it wasn't until I found myself in predicaments that I realized, like, my perspective completely shifted, and I realized that I was in danger. But by the time I realized I was in danger, I was quite literally out to sea. And it was that moment shook me. It was shocking, and I was quite literally walked down, and I had been having a great time. There was no hints of anything like that happening, so it took me. I was shocked. It took me by surprise, and it was led by somebody that I had grown to trust and see as a protector and somebody who had my back. And to be walked down the stairs, and it was as like a surprise, presented as though it was like a surprise, and it was this very small room, and she physically put me in the bed next to this undressed man who was very famous, and had his hands like this, like this was just, an average day for him. And this is something that happens all the time. And I waited for her to leave, and I mean, that lion in me, that fire in me, that my hair stood on end, and I became ferocious. I was like, this is not happening. But I had nowhere to hide, and I bolted, and I hid wherever I could think of to hide on a boat. There was no jumping off and swimming away, and there was nobody who was going to. I realized that there was nobody who was going to be empathetic to my situation, that this was nothing new to them.
I mean, I need some auto parts, but I want a friendly staff. I want to make sure that if they don't have it in stock, they have it at least online. I need somebody to help me. Like, say I want to change my battery when I'm still in the vehicle. Do you know anybody that can help me, Brennan?
Dude, one place I only go to, it's O'Reilly Auto Parts. They're your one-stop shop for all things auto. You can find what you need in-store or online. If they don't have it, ask them if it's in the back, or they order it. It shows up same day or next day. I absolutely love my peeps at O'Reilly Auto Parts. So stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today. Visit them at O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter. That's O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter. O'Reilly.
Hello, and welcome to Pluto Fo. If you knew the name of the movie you'd like to see, just stream it for free on Pluto TV, where all your blockbuster favorites are landing all summer long. Catch Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Fantastic. The Matrix Trilogy.
Welcome to the real world.
Mean Girls.
Shut up!
Titanic. I'm the key of the world! And so much more. For showtimes, press nothing. They're free 24/7.
That is so effective.
On Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.
The moment a body is found, the clock starts ticking. 48 hours before the trail goes cold. From A&E and Crime House, this is the official podcast from the famous true crime series, The First 48. I'm Carter Roy. Every Thursday, I revisit a landmark homicide investigation in depth with long-form storytelling built for your ears. Listen to and follow The first 48 on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
All right, so she described this guy's early 30s or just in his 30s, very famous British singer.
The internet sleuths, I'm sure.
Yes, so I'll tell you what the internet found. You guys have any guesses at all?
30 in his 30s back then. So how long
He was
ago?
famous back then. She was 18.
So this is 18 years ago.
Famous British singers back
It's not
then?
18 years ago. It was when she was 18. So,
Yeah, so she died at 36.
oh shit, yeah, right.
So,
What year would this be? 2000,
I'm so bad at math.
early, like mid 2000, like 2008, 2009 is what we're looking at?
I'm gonna have to go to the calculator.
it'd be like, yeah, it'd be
2006,
2006. So,
Back 2008.
Wow, spot on. British singers, listen, I'm just mouthing off the top of my dome. I'm not saying these guys have anything to do with it. I'm just thinking of famous British singers. What, that Robbie guy?
Robertson.
No, Robbie, you know, the
I know you're talking about. Does he start with this Robbie or is it something
Angels
Robbie?
and Wings.
I was thinking it was
Robbie Williams you're talking about.
Robbie Williams.
No, it's not.
But I thought he was gay.
No.
Okay.
And Robbie Williams is pretty much way older.
Yeah, but I was thinking of
trying to think.
Robbie Williams is a good thing because I actually went there, but I also thought Oasis, one of the guys from Oasis,
These
maybe.
guys would be older, right?
No, I feel like you're not gonna guess this one because I didn't have
You
any
better
idea.
show up. Who's
Yeah.
So everyone's saying that it's James Blunt. Remember? You're beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful.
yeah.
And apparently the woman that she was with, that she considered a good friend, that she looked up to, she was saying he has a huge cock.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations, James.
Blunt was James Blunt was like, somebody
So-
gonna smoke this.
Yeah, so he was
Jesus Christ.
so he was sitting there with his giant dong, and then she got led down there
She says she was put into bed.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't like
Straight
voluntarily
by her
married.
friend.
Even if it was James Blunt, dude, was he privy to this? Was he like, hey,
That's why I don't
here's
put
what
too
I'm
much
gonna
on
do.
James
I'm gonna
Blunt.
lay down in the bed with my huge cock.
Sounds
Somebody has sucked this thing.
It sounds like
And he was like, just bring a girl down. And then maybe her friend brought down Hayden. And she's like, what the fuck? He was like, whoa, yeah, this is
Yeah,
weird.
it's not like you chased her or nothing like that happened as far as
Yeah,
All of it's not good.
yeah, the whole thing sounds like this feels like something he had done before. Like
Yeah,
this was a thing that it's like this feels like one of those things like, oh, we're all doing blow and drinking on a boat, and I'm famous. I'm gonna like that. That's like, and then she came out. She was like, fuck off.
He was probably super embarrassed.
I don't know. I mean, he was probably like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we have. That's the thing. To James Blunt's defense, like, what if a friend was like, hey, I got this girl who really wants to hook up with you?
or she thinks you're cute or something like
Why
that.
don't you go down there? I'll bring her down. He's like, all right. And then he goes down. He's like, holy shit, it's Hayden Panettiere. And he's like, I'm so
Well, she
sorry.
probably wasn't known back then, right?
She said that was her heyday of fame.
Oh, but she's been famous and she was sick.
Oh, that's interesting and weird. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we don't know enough about this, but it's just a weird story
You know what
altogether.
the problem is? The problem with it is right what she said. I know 18 is legal, but you're still 18.
She's a little
and you're a
girl.
kid, and everything is so overwhelming in Hollywood, and then you get this famous guy who's in his 30s, and the whole thing is like
The whole dynamics of famous, so
the whole thing is shitty. It's you know what it is? It's shitty.
Yeah.
It's a shitty situation.
I know I'd be singing a different tune. Let's say that was my daughter. And she's like, Dad, I was on a boat, and this girl brought me downstairs, and James Blunt was there with his dick out. Like, do you know where he lives? Like that. Okay, baby. I got it.
Yeah.
I'll take it from here.
And by the way, that was
my daughter?
always the order of the day, right? How many stories?
Blunt dick in that.
How many
Oh, you got a
stories?
big dick? Let me see it.
Yeah. But there's another thing about this too.
That's me,
It's like,
twisted.
but there's another thing about this. Like, so sometimes people that get with children, like adults that are counselors in children camps, like the males, it's very surprising that there's a lot of pedophilia in that. And Hollywood and the modeling world always had men who got into that business.
That's why they're there.
Because that's why they're there. They're not into they're not into clothes. They're into the girls that are doing it.
Of course.
When you're a judge at a beauty contest, whatever it is you're doing,
All of it's weird.
yes, but that you're putting yourself in that situation for access to that. Then you have a party. Why are you having a party?
I've always said about all Santas. Oh, that's fucking weird, dude. Your Spidey's. Hold on. Once a year you dress like this? You have kids? No. Oh, all right.
A Boy Scout leader in his
Boy Scout leader. Guys in Catholic Church. All of it's fucking weird, dude.
But it's also true. It's also like,
that's what I'm saying.
If you look at stats,
weird meaning you don't leave your kid alone with those people.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at stats, if there's if my son's on the team, I'll go with the coach. You got a kid on the team? No kids. Like, you got a sports background? A lot of fantasy football. Right. Spidey sense is going on. I'll take my son.
But that's.
I'll take it.
And you would be right to do that.
Of course. I can't risk that.
There's something going on where you're like,
hold on, you don't have a kid? You're taking 3 days a week to this? And your weekends too? You don't have a kid on the team?
Nothing about Michael Jackson. Like, what are you doing with kids sleeping in your bed, motherfucker? Like, I know, like, I don't know, you felt that more, but like, if I said to you,
with all that, like Michael Jackson, famous as fuck, didn't have a childhood, so his whole logic behind it was it made him feel like all of it's weird. Here's where all this stops with the buck. All of a sudden, who's the most famous guy that's playing right now? Drake. Right? Let's say Drake. For whatever reason, had a terrible childhood, all this shit. And then I get home today after the show, and Drake's assistant called me like, hey, man, apparently Drake came to Tiger school. He loves Tiger. He thinks Tiger's a special kid. I go, oh, very cool. I appreciate it, man. Yeah. So Drake wants to invite him over. To what? Yeah, are you cool if Tiger stays the night at Drake's house? So now,
sure, if I'm there with him,
even then, it's never happening. It's never happening. So nobody's blaming the parents in any facet. No one even mentions it. All of them should be fucking fined, in jail, in prison, all of them across the board.
I don't think she had much of a relationship with her family, right? With her parents. Didn't she have a bad dad?
You're talking about something like that. Well, now, you're completely two different things here. She has nothing to do with Michael Jackson being around kids, right? So what we're talking about is Michael Jackson, the accountability of the parents,
it's the craziest
of
shit
children.
It's the craziest shit ever.
Like even
it's the craziest.
Tiger was a big Ronaldo fan. And they were like, hey, Ronaldo came to school. Him and Tiger hit it off. Are you cool if Ronaldo takes your kid to his house in Spain?
No, of course not.
It's never happening, dude. It's not even up for debate. As a matter of fact, now that you're asking this, my son's not offended. All of it's weird. Those parents should all feel so responsible. You weren't on it, motherfuckers. None of you were on it.
You know, and by the way, like, I think her parents obviously loved her very much. You know, I don't want to put her, I don't know anything about that. Her mom was her manager from infancy. So she was a smother. She just loved her kid. She apparently had a good relationship with her dad. Again, like, here's the thing about, well,
what?
When you write a memoir, you have to create conflict. And I'm not saying there wasn't conflict. Obviously, she was very tortured, so otherwise she wouldn't have done all these drugs. She suffered. She lost her daughter. I think she had a major substance abuse problem. And sometimes you can have.
She's also a child
drug addict
superstar.
Yeah,
like that's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah,
the problem. She grew up her childhood, and the way her graduation, she missed all her childhood.
Look at Drew Barrymore. She talks about it.
Sure.
She came out of it, but she was all fucked up.
Sure. Even she's not
getting drunk at 13.
She's weird. So it's like, but again, these parents, you don't think it's weird your kid's on a set for 3 months? That's all normal to you? I know you're making money and the kid's gonna be famous. I get all that. But in hindsight, take all that away. All the money, all that away. You don't think your kid should just have a regular childhood with her friends, doing their thing, having sleepovers with their friends and playing games and dolls? You want to take all that away? And you think she's going to grow up normal? And then you're going to manage this? You're going to try and now, God bless her mom. Maybe she's like, yeah, I'm going to be a manager so she doesn't, get touched, or I can take her out of these scary situations. She probably tried her best. But Hollywood's not set up for your kid to go out unscathed. Nobody's made it out alive. Nobody's made it unscathed. Nobody in the history of childhood actors ever is fucking normal. People are like, oh, this Drew Barrymore, this. No, they're not. Go have a conversation with her. She's fucking weird, dude. Because she didn't grow up like a normal fucking kid. She had a camera in her face. But what about Justin Bieber? Nightmare. None of them are fucking crushing it. As far as life, all of them are fucked up. All of them are fucked up. And they all sacrifice their childhood and these memories for what? Yeah, but he's famous. Very cool. Severe depression. Hates going out.
You get used to that real quick.
Yeah, severe depression. Hates going out in public. Had horrible issues with substances. Yeah, but he's the most famous guy. Yeah, I bet he traded all. Go back and trade cards with his buddy and for you just be his mom and be his dad. You traded all. None of it was worth it. The juice is not worth the squeeze.
Amanda Bynes, Aaron Carter.
Super fun. Aaron Carter.
Yeah.
Keep going.
All there's tons, yeah.
Fucked. And where were the parents in all this?
I wonder though, back then, like now we know there's so many freaking sexual predators out there. Back in like the 80s or 70s, do we think the same way back then? Do you know what I'm talking about? Because I think like a guy
always knew that child stars a lot of times didn't work out. But a lot of it's just the fame and the loss of childhood, the fact that you grew up on a set.
No, that's where it is. But also remember back then, like we had examples like what's her name? What's her name? Shirley Temple. What's the little girl?
Yeah, sure. From old
super films. Judy Garland. Super fun.
Yeah, that's true.
So we did. Judy Garland's from fucking Wizard of Oz. When was that made? 1938. You were super.
Nobody was looking out for you.
Super fun.
You were.
There was more kidnappings back then than are now. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. It was way more dangerous back then. That's what serial killers were fucking popping. That's right. There. Yeah. Because now a bunch of bitches.
Because you can't
Cameras, big highways. You don't see Vans anymore. They fucked that up for us. Vans are dope, dude. But now we assume it means fucking creep. Yeah. That's a shame. No windows. An E350 would be fucking lifted. I think 6.0 V8 would be fucking cool, dude. But I can't drive it around.
That bad boy.
No, there's nothing what's dope. You doing some cool airbrushing on the back.
4x look badass.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Bring up some 4x.
Sprinter van took over that. I was looking at Sprinter van the other day. Those are cool. If your kids on the travel ball team get around in a Sprinter van, be pretty dope.
Mercedes are so narrow though, but the old school like these are the newer ones, but like the old school vans like this.
Yes, Chan. They can get that in a 6.0 Power Stroke.
Kind of badass.
Yeah, you can make it look really good.
But here's the point. So you have to make it look like that, though. Because if you just leave it like it was from the factory, automatically people think you're touching wieners. And it's a real shame, man. They fucking ruined it for us. Those are still so badass. The whole Overland time is
a candy store. You got a problem.
But like, imagine you take that black one, and let's say your kid plays for Lake Travis Cavaliers or the Mustangs, Texas Mustangs, and you deck that out in Mustangs color. You got their logo, his number on it. Dude, you know how sick that would be? The ultimate fucking dad travel ball van. There you go. Well, you gotta mix it up, let people know you don't touch kids. That's the thing. Because if you just leave it stock, you look like
have windows.
Well, go that white one, Jen. See that far? No, this one. Yep.
You got windows.
Can't do that. Yeah, this one's. Dude, that shouts.
That's horrifying.
That shouts my favorite movie is Black Phone.
Yeah, that's horrifying. No, you can't do that.
No, you can't do that. That screams Dead Money. And
I have
it's
that
rusted
joke,
on the bottom.
One of my jokes I'm a fan of. I was like, now that I have kids, if you're a grown man just driving around in a van for no reason, you should be arrested immediately. That makes no sense. Especially that with no windows. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, this is Texas for you, though, because it came out. This is how close-knit of a community I live in. There was this white Dodge Charger right by the school. You know, all the where I'm at, we all walk our kids to school. They're picking them up there. It's pretty tight-knit. But there's a white Dodge Charger with tinted windows. Some dad goes, I don't like that. It's been there 2 days. What the fuck? And then a few days, and they put it, there's a whole group chat, all the parents. That thing's still there. And he pulls up right when the kids are going to school and they're getting out. He comes back and waits for them to get out. I don't like it. So they do a plate check on it. Oh, he's has a felony for his arrest, and he's been in trouble for child abduction, stuff like that before. He has a prior arrest record in Dallas. What do you think the dads did? Oh, the dad's like, cool, and they loaded up
all their guns.
And
they all went around the neighborhood searching for him. And then he got arrested like the next day, like in another school district.
What are you doing, bro?
In Texas, Bubba, with these dads and their little girls and boys, buddy, good luck.
Yeah.
And you know what the cops said? Good thing we found them before the dads did.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking like one or two dads, like, let me hear you. I'm talking
Posse.
the neighborhood.
Talking about a posse.
Oh, we're basically the Hells Angels of dads. We're the Hells Angels.
Talking about a posse in sensible cars with good credit. It's a posse with good credit.
A lot of Super Duty trucks with gun racks in the back.
Yeah.
Lifted.
Yeah.
Deleted. Looking for you.
I support that.
That was awesome. There, peep from yeah. And they'll probably let all his other weird friends know, hey, don't go to fucking Ramallah.
Yeah, you guys get the fuck out.
Those dads are shooting. When you start to touch him, we start to shoot.
You start touching, you start shooting.
You start creeping, we're start beeping.
You started gawking. Now we gonna
Come on, you'll find it.
we gonna bucket.
Pop it.
We
Start
pop.
gawking. We're gonna start popping.
We popping.
Yeah, it took you way too long. It's all right.
Damn it,
You're older.
I'm not good at rap.
10 years ago, you would have got it.
10 years, Bob.
All right, moving on. Howie Mandel said, I believe this is on his podcast with his daughter. He talks about getting hand jobs, like very openly.
Okay.
He's also married and every bit of 65. But saying that on a podcast, because it is, a form of prostitution. And it's illegal here, right? One of our friends got busted.
Smoke is going to open an investigation. Somebody touched your dick.
Yeah, money.
Howie, I got to see your dick.
Let me see it.
You got to touch your dick for fingerprints.
My daughter.
That's a great question.
Your daughter?
Yeah.
And which massage parlor that you go to? Tell her the truth.
What does he go get tuggies? Like, what was that?
You know what? The truth is, I got so embarrassed the last time. I have this lady that gives me tuggies that pays. I pay, it's like $25, and I get hand jobs.
Right.
And the thing
That's a good price.
but then at the end of one,
Do you have these conversations with your father too? So that's what I was really wanting to get into here. This really got turned like a flip
Let me
interview.
finish. I asked her.
Crazy.
Wait, so he's currently going every week to get tugged?
Everybody panicked and started talking real quick. See this?
That's what I assumed, because he didn't say like back in the day. Okay, keep going.
I asked her for a massage after she finished, and she looked at me like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Oh, so you don't even get like a rub down? No,
the girl, I go for hand jobs, but then I want like a happy ending. Give me a massage. Give me something.
Wait, it usually starts with the massage, and that's why it's called a happy ending, not a happy beginning.
Don't you think it would be happy if she just loosened my shoulders or give me like a little
joking?
Go ahead. You want to talk to my daughter? Go ahead.
But do you have these conversations with your dad? Don't drag me into this. I'm between y'all two. I don't know what the fuck. I'm just here.
You know,
Like the therapist. Like, okay, so guys, where did really?
you brought up tuggies. I did not.
You're the one that admitted to getting tuggies. I think it's funny. It was
No, she said.
You said. See, you.
I don't know.
It's okay. You don't
It's
have
like
to.
why some people shouldn't do podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It sounds like
they ran out of
Is it
time.
possible he goes, I just wanted a happy ending after my tug. I wanted a massage. It sounds like he's doing it.
I don't think so. He's very like specific. So I don't know. I think
he's joking. I think he's joking.
I mean, he could always use that. I think he's too good of a. He's been around comedy too long to joke about that. I think he's being honest that he gets tuggies. And I think he was purposely doing it in front of his daughter, showing their dynamic. You know?
Yeah. I don't think. I think he's joking. I really do.
I don't think so, Pete. I think you're off on that.
I think you're off. I think
it's not even a funny joke. There's nothing funny.
I wanted a happy ending. Lose my shoulders. Tell me to get the fuck out of here. Like I get. Like
you want us to watch till the end of it?
How we would do those jokes.
What are you talking about, Dad? I'm not judging a nice little tug and a half. I'm just saying.
What's a half?
I don't know. Like, never gotten a tuggy. I don't have anything to tug.
A pokey.
Is that considered cheating if you have a significant other?
What?
Happy ending from a massage parlor. Like, would mom be upset?
You can call her.
You want to ask mom? Oh my god, wait, you're like actively married. Actively.
Yeah. I've been married for like 48 years. But why would you ask that? That's not.
That was it.
Yeah, I think he's fucking with you. There's no way. I think he's joking around. I'll guarantee he's joking around.
If I had to bet,
first of all, can I just say anything about Howie? I know Howie's a germaphobe. Okay, Howie won't shake your hand.
Yeah.
Howie's not going into a parlor having a girl. I'm telling you, he's just not that guy. I'm telling you. Howie Mandel is way too famous. He's not showing up in a tug parlor.
He's not America Gets Talent.
Yeah. I guarantee he's fucking around. Guarantee it. He's a very conservative guy.
It's just a sloppy way to fuck around.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be saying getting tuggies and be the face of Skechers.
Yeah.
Like, you lose all sponsors.
Yes. He's totally fucking around. And he is doing that thing.
It's just
I
really,
can see it with
really
his face.
poorly done.
Yeah.
It's not.
We're all weirded out because his daughter's
The
there.
whole thing's not funny.
Yeah. His daughter's there, so we're all like, ugh.
Like, do you have any funny stories?
But that's him joking around. Yeah.
It's all over the internet.
Yeah, it's all over, but it's not.
But maybe that's how he wanted.
$25 hand jobs and no.
Yeah, you never know.
And by the way,
Also, $25. Maybe when he did it in the 70s.
I just wanted a happy ending with a massage to get the fuck out of there. Like he is a complete germaphobe.
Is there any
Not a
follow-up
shot.
to it?
Not a shot he goes in there.
Let me just see.
How much are hand jobs?
Jesus, germaphobe. $20 to $100.
I mean, look at that. That's not how.
Unless he's a famous guy, maybe gets a discount.
Yeah,
that was a weird
He's
search that
completely fucking around.
Yeah, has he followed up? Has he tweeted anything about it? Because again, when you're the face of
There it is. His representative later clarified the statement was a tongue-in-cheek comedy bit. I promise it was. He felt embarrassed last visit. I asked for a regular shoulder massage after the act was finished, and masseuse told him to leave.
could go down. But they're just talking about it. Yeah, so he shared a tongue-in-cheek photo of his wife wearing a cleaning glove, $25 in cash to poke fun at the headline.
I can promise you he doesn't get tuggies. Howie Mandel doesn't go and get $25.
He is a germaphobe, but B, too, his team, too, I was on the podcast, they do things like bait.
Yeah. When
Similar
Dana
to
White
Sean.
walked out on the podcast.
I don't think how is he older than you?
Yes.
Like, he's not privy to, like, today's...
Howie's a very conservative.
So they'll bring up certain stuff to make sure you get a reaction. But it's very Shannon Sharpish.
Yes. He's a very but he's also a conservative germaphobe. I
He's
promise.
also on... Oh, I know he's a germ. He's also on ABC, America Got Talent. And also the face of fucking Skechers. So
To joke about that,
when you're even a joke about that while you're on that show, especially in front of your daughter, yeah, it's weird.
But we're all talking about it.
And now he saw his podcast. Like, his team knows how to give fucking attention if that's what he wants.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure ABC was like, yo, we're Skechers. Like, yo, dude, what are you doing? And of course he has to make a statement like this. He has to. Yeah, the whole thing's weird. This guy again, Ryan Half, he noticed something about Heinz as well. This guy that brought up the whole Coke thing he had with Jesus on there.
It's unfortunately not. And we're doing this live, so no one can claim conspiracy theories. You can see the Kraft Heinz URL at the top. This is a UK website, but Kraft Heinz nonetheless. Let's customize a ketchup bottle. First entry we'll try. No issues there. You can see it populate on the ketchup bottle. Let's try Allah. No problems with that. Again, you can see it populate on the bottle. We'll try Satan. No issues with Satan. What about the devil? No problems with the devil. Again, you can see it right there on the bottle. Lucifer. No problems with that. But what about Jesus? Suddenly, we get an error. The message you submitted has been flagged for moderation. Wow. I wish this was fake.
I don't know what you guys think about this. Coca-Cola owned by Heinz? No, I looked that up too. They're not. They're just separate companies. But they're all like humongous brands, humongous companies.
Very weird. Did
So So that one Coke, they eliminated the customization after that.
They eliminated
Yeah.
it altogether.
Well, they just got rid of it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's back yet.
Instead of allowing you to say, God is great or Jesus is great, they just eliminated it instead of just.
Well, probably because there are too many people who get creative with all kinds of sayings. Now you got a Coke bottle that says,
Well, they're probably like, this is a bad idea. People keep putting the N word on the Coke bottle.
Yeah.
Or they're starting doing like racist shit on there.
Let's just see for sure. Temporarily disabled.
It was a technical problem. They disabled.
So it says did not permanently eliminate, but temporarily shut it down during the controversy.
Interesting.
yeah, right.
Yeah, so I do believe there's something, real there.
Interesting. That guy's doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. What's that?
Wait, this one?
What's that?
So recently when the flock cameras came out,
What are they? What are flock cameras?
they're just every street corner, every intersection, they'll have cameras that they're supposed to get your license plates. Yeah, and a lot of them are causing issues when they're hitting the wrong people. But now certain police officers, this is right here, 39 officers are using it to, stalk their exes, ex-girlfriends, boyfriends, and all that stuff. So yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's how
They're trying to get rid of flock cameras, right?
I mean, there's people fighting against it, but
But here's the thing with all this, obviously it's sensationalized all these headlines, but there's also good things it does. Like they've caught kidnappers and stuff like that.
Your car gets stolen, you'll find it within an hour.
the stolen one's not that big of a deal, but the kidnapping one's for sure.
Yeah, they can track them now.
I remember this woman we talked about in a past current event. This officer came like a douchebag. I'll play just a little bit of it.
Was she the one without the hand?
On a September day, an officer showed up at Chrisanna Elser's door.
I just thought that maybe there was something going on with a neighbor that he needed help with.
Sergeant Jamie Milliman of the Columbine Valley Police Department accused her of being a package thief and said he had the flock camera footage and doorbell video to prove it.
The back of a package from the rail. Like I said, we have cameras that can't get a breath of fresh air out with other ones. The quality on the camera doorbell. I've got that on my phone right now.
Where is it?
I don't.
It was something so small and trivial. I would love if the police department made that big of an effort over my package thefts.
The sergeant wouldn't show her the video of the actual theft.
Then I'll make this easy. Since you're just going to deny it, I'm going to issue you with it. Showing up in court.
So he's giving her no benefit of the doubt. This Colorado where you can't.
I have cameras in my car. I can tell you that. Nope. She goes, let me see your camera. He goes, no, because you're dishonest. I'm not going to give you that luxury. He was just a total dick. Of course, it wasn't her.
So what happened? She sued him?
Hopefully she's working on laws and say that she's doing it right now. But obviously, the ticket, I just got a reprimand. He wasn't fired or anything. But he was a complete asshole. Like, he said he knew 100%. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And he was wrong.
I would have been like,
Dude, we're talking about cameras.
I know.
what was it, just another blonde woman or something?
But it did look like her a little bit, but she was in a completely different area. Same truck. This is pretty cool. Mark Wahlberg is looking to produce a movie about a biopic about John Jones. And this is the actor. Hold on. This guy.
Yeah, it looks like him.
Yeah.
Wow,
All right, guys.
that's interesting. They're already going to make a John Jones movie.
I mean, he has a lot of stuff to talk about. Are you guys willing to do a physical challenge?
Yeah, I'm a physical guy.
So I'll move the table if you guys are down.
Take a piss.
Hold on. So I obviously do a podcast with my old producer friends that you guys know. And this is what one of them is.
This is the challenge.
There's my guy Casey. There's Marcus. Why are you dressed like you broke out of prison?
Love Casey.
Drop 1 foot, and then you gotta put 1 foot up. You gotta get up.
Oh yeah, I'm done. It looks simple, right?
Yeah.
Can you guys do it?
I could try.
Go for it. Pretty tough.
So,
Let me get my other stand. Hold on, Brian. Hold on. All I gotta do is lift yourself up. It's not your jeans. You have to get that smart with grabbing your foot with your ankle. Nope. Table. That's good. The last one, right, is get on your knees. Yeah. And then literally just try to jump up through. My kids do this. Here. Dear God, you're in good shape. Okay. Grab whatever ankle or foot. But the first one you want is that, right? Nice. Is that it? No. Don't touch anything else, but just grab your foot. Put it on. Yep. And then just stand up. And just stand up. Yep. There you go, Bubba. Yeah. Good job, guys. Could none of you guys do that, Jim? Everyone but me, as you can imagine. All right, boys, that's pretty much it. You guys accomplished the challenge. That challenge for dum-dums, huh? The first one was supposed to. Oh no, the second one was supposed to be for like if you're in your 30s.
I did 100 burpees without stopping. Nightmare. But like very few people can do that. But if you train for it, like that's it's hard.
All right, Mike Brown, grab your mic, Brown. Oh man. Remember his stuff?
Yeah.
You guys are really not done. Yeah, I don't think you did them either. And like fully down up, there's no way you did them. That never happened.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Record yourself. That's why I told you to calm down. Yeah. Because that didn't happen.
Yeah,
Because I know how hard 100 burpees is. Like, consecutive in a row.
done it before. I did it before.
Never happened.
I did. I was in my 40s. I did it. I did it. But it's really hard. I did it in a hotel room.
I don't think so.
I know, but I did.
Not good ones. Especially towards the end.
I do a lot of burpees, but
Sure, not 100.
I did 50. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Now double that.
People don't realize how hard 100 burpees.
No, they do. No, everyone does.
I would.
Hey, everyone does.
I would be willing.
That's why nobody believed you.
I would be willing to take the challenge at 59. That'd be hard to do.
No, you can do it. Like, are you doing over a 20-minute span?
No, without stopping. Tough.
That'd be tough.
Very tough.
Or not. Or just go to New Brunswick and shut the fuck up, right? For what you did. Right?
What do you mean, dude?
Shut the fuck up, right? And where you be?
No,
New Brunswick live?
New Braunfels, Texas.
And be live. Don't call that be live either.
August 21, 22, that's this Friday, Saturday. And then I'm in Doral, Florida, August 28, 29.
That's Miami improv.
Yeah, no.
Shut the fuck up, right? Because you're not going to do 100 burpees.
No, I'm just saying. Be a little more respectful. I think I can do it.
No, I am. I cut you line. And I knew it.
I was in.
That's why I told you. I was trying to give you a way out. I went.
I did do 100. There were some breaks in the middle.
You probably did 100 in your life.
No, there were some breaks.
Years.
I did 100. And I did take some breaks. But I'm saying I probably gun in my head didn't need the breaks.
All right, record yourself for the next episode. Bring it in. That's never happened. With your phone.
I should. Tell you what, I'm not as good at anymore as pull-ups because I'm ancient. I was always this curved front. I get banged. By the way, real quick, I didn't apologize for how I'm looking at this shirt.
Oh, see, I think you're going to apologize because you're on TRT and you look.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that.
I forgot to tell you, Mayor called me.
Yeah.
They called me and they're like, can you tell Brian not to promote the peptides?
Yeah, but that's because they're not seeing that.
Damn, Brian. But you always look that way.
No, this is from just training.
You're jacked, man. Right in there, Bubba.
To be jacked like this from jiu-jitsu, and I want to talk about Merrick for a sec. I'm not trying to be. I don't have much of a chest, but
Why do you have a band-aid?
because I was wrestling and I got scratched.
So you have a band-aid over the scratch?
Like, at 50, 9, you guys want to know, a little TRT and a little training, and I get my help from Merrick. Give me the respect I deserve, and I'm a little tight right now. Hold on.
You don't do any back work?
Dude, be respectful. I'm gonna totally relax.
You know what bothers me though?
Don't have arms though. No. But that's genetics.
Sure. You know what bothers me?
But this is Merrick.
Yeah. Well.
And this is 1 month with Merrick. 1 month with Merrick at 59. But that's what you guys get. Here's the thing. Let me do a commercial for them because I'm serious. Here's why I think Merrick is so worth it. You can literally stop guessing. You don't know what's going on with your body. They will test you, and then you will you'll go to your labs.
Get your blood work done.
Get your blood work done, and then you will get a private coaching session with one of their experts with degrees, and they will tell you what's going on with your body. Instead of taking all the shit you take, you have no idea what you're doing. Those people live it, and then you can be built like fucking that.
Don't bro
Shit's
science
the only
it.
one who fucking understands me. Don't bro science it. Merrick should be like, don't bro science it. We have the science.
Hey, do me a favor for the
I know I'm not a poster guy.
Take that Band-Aid off. I want to see why you're covered.
I had a scratch and I put Neosporin on. I didn't want to get on my
should have added it.
Just a scratch. Not bad. Why? What'd you think it was staph?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's not staph. I'm very careful about that. But I put Neosporin on it because it went to my rash guard. I got that from getting fucking beat up.
Well, go see brand new Brownsville. Just for that, to the pizza shop. We're gonna do a pizza thing. Yeah. So the patrons. We're gonna slice of Austin. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go get a slice. All right, kids. This is the fine kid.
I can stop holding my stomach.
Yeah, you can breathe. This is the fine kid. We're out. It's backwards, bro.
It is. trying to transition 5 months, like those have gone away, and that transition road is going to open some good news there. Unfortunately, not such good news in industry 60 eastbound at its tour bus fire. Three right lanes are blocked and traffic is jammed from 605. With Southern California's most accurate traffic reports on the Coast Road. This is what football sounds like. Straight up the gut for 5 yards in the score. And iHeartRadio is the official partner of the NFL Podcast Network. NFL Daily, we're doing the work to get you up to date. Just download the free iHeartRadio app and search NFL. iHeartRadio Earth is here. This spring, you can share your own observations of nature with scientists. And play a critical role in scientific discovery by adding to the data collection. Discover more about citizen science programs such as monitoring weather, observing plants and animals, and more. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental to find more tips for animal living or to take action, go to iHeartRadio.com/earth. The free iHeartRadio app is #1 for music, radio, and podcasts all in one. Discover a new podcast from our library of hundreds of thousands of titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
We could add an island all time. I'm sure we should.
It's a story of manipulation on an epic scale. This case, oh my god, stop. What the hell is going Listen and follow this podcast for free on the iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app. Hello everyone, it's John Corgan here. Welcome to my new show. For that year's I feel forward to that now, so I don't know how I'm going to do it. Let's get real. This and others is a long-form show where we explore with great artists, musicians, anybody else who can admire. You want to hear fresh stories with fresh perspectives. You want to understand the terms from their perspective. Thank you, folks. Creative National Hello, now we're on the Today Show. We got this big moment. You definitely crack on the side. Like, what am I going to get away with it? Joining the magnificent others. Very curious and one-of-a-kind exploration of this great moment. Listen on America's #1 podcast network, Listen now. Working with Tyler Volterra, and we've got a new podcast. We really break it down. Marriage, raising kids, trauma, figuring out dogs, next stage life. Marriage isn't always the most worth it. And then there's just figuring out how to survive being something parents don't lose their mind. So follow, rate, and review Kate and Ty Break It Down wherever you listen to podcasts. Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now. Coming up on the next Gary and Sharon show. Be careful with your ChatGPT and maybe snitching on you. That's what happened when a guy in Florida plans to kill his ex. The Friday Gary and Sharon show starts this morning at 9. Friday morning, August 3rd, we finished the show. It's a handle history segment, the last segment in this one. And I'm trying something new, and that is unknown bits of history, stories of history. And based on what conversation we had on the air last week, First Ladies, and sort of the untold story of First Ladies. And I thought one of the most interesting ones out there was Mary Todd Lincoln, because her reputation is just being a lunatic. That's it. Just a crazy woman. She was far, far more complicated than that. And what she went through was just devastating and heart-wrenching. I told you she was very highly educated. She also was, her family was Southerner, even though she was a Northerner and her family had slaves. So the South deemed her a traitor, the North deemed her a traitor because of her connections, even though she was anti-slavery, abolitionist, and very pro-North. Okay, so that is the background. So let's talk about why she was who she was. Also, the reason she married Abraham Lincoln is because she had ambitions, big ambitions, and knew Abraham Lincoln was going to be something very big, even before he did. So out of her 4 sons with Abraham Lincoln, 3 died before reaching adulthood. Add to that, she was there when Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. Her husband was shot in the head right next to her at Ford's Theater. And she, at that point, the way she reacted was, she became hysterical, as you would think. And as Lincoln was across the street at Peterson House, a boarding house, she was in and out of the room and hysterical. That Edward Stanton, who was Secretary of War, threw her out of the room. Literally threw her out of the room. She was so hysterical. And she was not in the room when her husband died the next morning. And so totally overwhelmed by grief with the trauma and her erratic behavior starting at that point. Her survivor son, Robert, had her committed to a psychiatric court-ordered care facility. And in those days, you had to go to trial. Like today, you had to have a judge order on someone to go into one of those facilities. It was a totally trumped-up trial. It took the jury all in 10 minutes to decide she was nuts. That's it. Because the 17 witnesses that were brought in, and some of them just made this stuff up. So the erratic behavior, the compulsive shopping, even after Abraham Lincoln died, she had some money. And she actually was going through it very quickly as a hoarder. She was buying stuff that she didn't need. She had clothes that she never wore. And then she had that ambush trial. So she was taken to Bellevue Hospital, which is still there, by the way. And thinking that she's in just a little cell, she wasn't. She was actually given her own quarters, allowed freedom, a degree of freedom, even though she was a prisoner. By the way, today modern historians and psychologists believe she wasn't mad, but just had severe post-traumatic stress disorder. No kidding, with everything that she went through. And she was able to successfully fight her imprisonment in the psychiatric hospital. She had a best friend who started a campaign with her to overturn her sentencing and bring in a new trial, and she was able to do it. She was able to pull that off, which was unheard of. Very smart lady. And then after she was released, she went to Germany. She lived in Germany for a period of time. She went to France for a period of time. Moved back in Springfield, and then, as you know, she obviously ended up dying. She ended up dying with some money. She ended up dying, grief-stricken after the assassination of her husband. All she wore was black clothing in mourning, even though she was buying other clothes. And she was attacked a lot. One of the things she did was not only spend a fortune on the White House clothes, she threw this mess right in the middle of the school. She was attacked for so a lady is a lot more complicated. Not just completely nuts. And may it not be at all. And that's it, guys. We're done. Tomorrow morning is handled on the law, 8 to 11. Will is waiting to me.
This is KFI AM 640. KOST HD2 Los Angeles, Orange County, overstimulating talk.
Taking it to the streets. I'm Amy Cannon, live from the KFI 24 newsroom. Yet another water main has broken in LA. This one in Los Feliz. The 6-inch pipe broke last night around 11 near Commonwealth and Avocado, sending water cascading down streets for about a dozen blocks. The water caused some of the roadway to buckle. LA DWP crews shut the water off, and this morning have completed repairs. They're now working to backfill around the airtight. The USS Abraham Lincoln is making its way back to its home port of San Diego. ABC Sophie Clay says the aircraft carrier has been at the LA.
Demons in the Jewish tradition.
No one knows much for sure. They have Today's the 5786 Friday, August 21st.
Operations against Iran. Police in Philadelphia looking for a man who has ties to LA.
3761 creation of the world best value. 3201 460 31 39 692 37 4687 2087 74 272 2031 no 712 2205 236 no construction of the act 2225 1537 no 2205
Experts say the rising debt is leading to higher borrowing costs for things like homes and car loans. Maybe federal chief economist and says historically, politicians are willing to push the country into debt to cover the costs or to help Americans.
The idea is that when the rainy days go away, sun comes out, and things are better, kind of like we are right now, that we should be paying down that debt. And that's what hasn't happened in the last decade.
The national debt is now above $40 trillion for the first time, and just the interest payments on it alone are more than what the U.S. spends on the budget for the Pentagon. Along with a federal civil rights investigation, former Congressman Harris at least 6 women have come forward with accusations. Together on the radio. ABC's Karen Moss says Trump joined Cohen's New York City radio show for a taped interview that aired in part last night. In 2019, before reporting to prison, last Trump before Congress was racist and usage. And in 2024, his testimony helped convict Trump on 34 felony charges. So I'm working closely with Trump.
So I've been thinking about this a lot recently, and right, so you have to think about cultures that don't. We like to kind of. We started off saying, well, we gotta make our little world so that we all know what we're talking about. And so I'm going to be talking about demons in the Jewish tradition. So that means, of course, we're limiting stuff. We're not talking about, jinn, which are Islamic demons, or out of different tradition. But okay, so the problem is we like to make these definitions with a perimeter, right? What's Jewish, and that's what's inside. But the problem is, it doesn't really work like that because there are demons and demonic lore that preceded Judaism. And Jews that are doing their thing, right? And they encounter other cultures, and they're like, and the other culture is like, what? You've never heard of the chupacabra or whatever? And they're like, what the, and they've got to deal with like, well, wait, that's outside of our vision. How do we address that demon? And then, and then there, of course, are demons that are within the tradition itself, okay, that develop within the tradition itself. So demons are confounding because they present a lot of theosophical religious problems for Jews. Demons preceded the Jewish people. So Lilith, who is considered to be a famous Jewish demon, really, preceded the Jewish people. Actually, she was started with ancient Mesopotamia, and she's older than the Jewish people. So she's hanging out, right? There's some mythology, call it a mythology or legend or lore. A lot of people feel that those words are disrespectful because they imply lack of credibility or something like that. But I'm using them in a colloquial way, okay? Like the history, okay? There has an established history of Lilith, okay? And then the Jews come along. Abraham is born, and that's around 1850 BCE. But Lilith was already in the area, so she's already in existence. Then the Jewish people have to deal with like an existing concept, okay, right? And they've got to integrate an existing concept. So that becomes, right, a little bit of an issue. Demons who are now sort of distinct from right? They are their own thing, like Lilith and Samael, Asmodeus, okay? They're their own thing. And then you've got demons that are byproducts of humanity, like, they're incomplete souls, or they're the angry dead, or, oh, look, he says that he's driving to the hotel, and he'll sign in and listen. That are phenomenal participants who I love so much. I can't wait to see him. I haven't seen him in years. Anyway, he is he's going to add so much to the discussion of the participants. Anyway, where was I? Okay, right. They can be the byproduct. Demons can be the byproduct of human issues, right? They can be incomplete souls, or in part Lilith mated with Adam and produced lots of demons. So now we've got like demons as separate entities, demons that existed before our religion, demons that are outside of our religion, and then demons that are also within our own religion. And so how do we integrate all of those like how we're busy forming a religion. It's 1850 BCE. We're busy forming our religion. What are we going to do with all of these other characters, which we know kind of exist, but how do they fit into our thing, that we're trying to do? Okay, so the Jewish people have lots of answers. They develop demons, and the demons have several categories. There are mazakim, which are synonymous with shadim, and there are kesalim, which are little imps, kesalim. But for the most part, there are mazakim or shadim, and these demons are tiny. They are invisible. They have wings. They eat. They reproduce. They die. They cannot produce physical objects, but they can interact and move physical objects. And so those are the mazakim. Now, Lilith is her own demon, and Samael is his own demon. That and Asmodeus is his own demon, and they are sort of like separate entities. The problem with Judaism is that Judaism is a monotheistic religion. So, because it's a monotheistic religion, and God is omnipotent. Okay, so God is all powerful, and He's the one. That means that Jews have to reconcile with two problems. One is their free will in presence of an omnipotent God, that can do anything. Because how could there be free will if there is an entity that can control everything? And the absence of controlling anything is also, a decision. So that knowledge, but is yet a cornerstone of Judaism. So that paradox was coupled with for 1,000 years, has hopefully been resolved. And the other one that is grappled with is that means that evil then must be the result of life. And that's why we say, terrible things happen and God works in mysterious ways. Well, if evil, the Christian, which is also an Abrahamic religion, a view of that is that Satan kind of became his own entity. There's this battle between he's a fallen angel, and there's this battle between Satan, an independent, and God, and they go at it. Okay, and God always wins because he's more powerful than Satan, but they're antithetical forces because he's a fallen angel. This fallen angel concept really resulted from the Book of Enoch, which Jewish literature really, except for Ethiopian, a sect of Ethiopian Jews, a small sect of Ethiopian Jews, and pretty much non-canonical in Christian literature, the Book of Enoch. Except the fallen angel was adopted in Christian literature because it helped them in the Christian idea, because it helped them solve that problem. To say that, how can God let all these awful things happen? But in the Jewish tradition, Satan is not, he's not the antithesis of God. He's not the Antichrist. He's not he's not struggling against God and fighting God and trying to trick you against, well, he is trying to do that. But what he is a servant of God. He's an angel of God. And he is God's prosecuting attorney, and he's trying to constantly get you to fuck up. That when Judgment Day comes and be like, yo, did this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and you can recount your thing and why you were a bad person. So, Satan in the Jewish tradition works for God. He's all of it, and so this so it doesn't really get it's like hard to resolve. The Christian tradition is that they, this